Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well this Thursday. Is episode number 51 of the Don't Close Your Show, and today's topic is effective LinkedIn strategies. We'll cover that in just a second. I got some great stuff that I'm going to share with you guys this morning that not only am we doing here in the office, but something very easy for you guys to do to implement across the board. Now, my buddy Greg Reed likes to quote his mentor, Charlie Tremendous Jones, who always likes to say that in 5 years from now, you're going to be the same person, except for the books that we read and the people that we meet. Okay? So think about that. What are you putting into your mind? How are you networking to grow your circle? Now, one of the great things Greg also likes to say is your income is an average of the 5 people that you hang out the most. Think about that for a second. Your income is the average of the 5 people that you hang out the most with. Now, is that a good thing? Are you making money? Or are you So, how do you expand your knowledge? How do you grow your network to make things happen? And I am a big, firm believer that LinkedIn is the best way to do that for you. Now, not Facebook, but LinkedIn. Now, I've noticed some comments on Facebook, which is kind of cracking me up, of people like, oh, LinkedIn looks like Facebook now. They've tweaked it up. I don't know how to use it. Looks like crap. Mwah. I'm going to go home and cry. And that's the case for a lot of people. A lot of people don't realize it is probably the best social media for growing your database as an entrepreneur. Now, they polled CEOs last year, and it found out that 22% of CEOs use LinkedIn. Big whopping zero, spend time on Facebook. Why is that? Because the fact is, it looks like a time waster. It's not productive. What they use LinkedIn for is being very productive in their business, their job, and also finding talent and connecting with other like-minded individuals. Now, that was kind of an eye-opening statistic we saw yesterday. Right, guys?
Yep.
Another thing that keeps in mind is that the profile of your LinkedIn professional, okay, the profile of your LinkedIn professional, for the most part, has a higher income than your Facebook personas. The people on Facebook are young. Well, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying everybody's young on there, but the average profile is a younger user. Literally, here we go. LinkedIn is extremely popular with college graduates and high-income earners, okay? Half of online adults with college degrees are on LinkedIn compared to 27% of those who have attended but not graduated from college, okay? 45% of online adults with an annual household income of $75,000 or more use LinkedIn, compared with just 21% of those living in households with an annual income less than $30,000, okay? If you're wanting to expand your network with LinkedIn, LinkedIn is what you want to use. Now, there's some great keys out there. As real estate entrepreneurs, whether you're note investors or real estate investors, you have to use this. It's a very easy tool to connect with other, honestly, real estate entrepreneurs. Now, on Facebook, I know we expand at our friends, but not everybody in our friend circle is in real estate or understands what's going on as note investors or wholesalers, whatever it is. But if you go into LinkedIn and literally type in real estate investors, you will be amazed at the amount of people that pop up that you connect to. Like I just did that this morning. 245,000 people popped up as real estate investors. Hello, McFly. Anybody home? It's a very easy way to connect with people. Going on connect. So this is actually a policy, something that I've been doing to connect with more investors to expand my database over the last couple weeks. Now, in the last week, I've added literally over 600 new connections of real estate investors where I send out an invite, hey, like to connect. They respond, bam. And yes, I know I'm a little bit different analogy than you guys based on the fact that I market more and do things online. But I had to start somewhere. I've got over 7,500 connections now, 74 something. It all starts with starting off, everybody. You're not going to get to 0 to 7,000 instantly. But what you can do is literally get to 0 to 2,000 relatively fast. I'll give you an example. Stephanie, in my office, a couple of years ago, she had a LinkedIn profile but had never gone in and connected her emails that she uses, her Gmail and other emails, into the LinkedIn profile. So she went from 75 connections to literally like 3,500 in 2 weeks because she connected it. And yes, it's you want to have a good profile photo. If you don't have a profile photo, you might as well just not waste your time. Okay? You want to have a current photo, not something from the glamour shots of the 1980s. Okay? Greg, I'm talking about you, buddy. No, I'm just joking. Have a complete profile. The more complete a profile you have with projects, deals that you've worked on. If you're a real estate investor, there's a section you put different projects. So you could take a list of your properties or deals you've done and map it and show that map. You could also put videos on there, animoto videos of pictures of all the rehabs or projects or short sales or whatever you've done and put them on there. That adds credibility to your thing. Yes, I know LinkedIn has adjusted a few of the things recently with how they're set up, so it does look a little bit more like Facebook on the when you look at it, but it's made that way, they create that way to make it easier for you guys and gals to use. Now, a couple other things. If you type in, I love the search engine. So if you type in literally special assets or secondary marketing, you're going to get over 8,000 plus asset managers to work with. Reach out, connect with them. Are you going to connect with them all immediately? Hell no. You can even go in and adjust to people that have a second degree with you. You're not in their initial circle, but somebody you know is connected with them. And just for second degree connections and expand your database that way. Now, just going and connecting with people is only half of what you have to do with LinkedIn. All right. The second half is exporting your connections. Now, recently, actually over the last year and a half, LinkedIn has made it harder to find that button to export your LinkedIn connections. All right. It used to be very easy. Hit on settings, and then you hit export LinkedIn connections and would download everything. Now they've gone back to where you have to export your whole history with LinkedIn. So it's a little bit trickier process, but still very easy to do, because what they will do is you go in and work with your existing connections, export connections, and it's going to email you and download everything. Once you get that email, you'll click on the link and it gives you a lot of different things to download. I just go in and export my connections every week, 2 weeks, depending on how many times you're using it. But literally, if you're sitting there on the couch, you're sitting in the mall with your spouse, okay? If you're sitting wasting time, you can be using LinkedIn to grow your database, all right? Very, very importantly. Some of the best money raisers, okay, people raising capital, have LinkedIn as a very key focal point in their money raising strategies. A hedge fund out of Philadelphia that we work with, a guy that I highly respect, has used that by connecting regularly with CEOs. They're like, now what's the makeup of a CEO? Well, average starting salary for a CEO is over $250,000. All right, they work a lot. They don't have a lot of extra time for things. But what do people do when they usually make a lot of money? They have some money to invest, right, everybody? Okay, they're highly educated. They understand the concepts. They're easy in, easy out. Basically, talk with them. If you have your crap together with an executive summary and a business plan and a true deal flow what you're working on, you'll be able to raise capital pretty easy. Now, one of the guys that I learned real estate from earlier on, Ron LeGrand, many of you are familiar with him, out of Jacksonville. Ron's been around 40, almost 50 plus years teaching real estate investing. Now, what Ron has always done is he's always gone out and targeted doctors, dentists to come to his workshop because A, they also have capital to invest with. They're looking to get out of their job and they're looking for education. That may be a smart play for you guys as well, looking for doctors, dentists, CEOs on there. I know people that have started CEO groups on LinkedIn and invited people to their group to help educate them on different things. There's a gentleman out of Dallas who does a really good job as an ex-dentist, uses a little bit of LinkedIn strategy to help things. So it's a key thing also on LinkedIn to create content. Instead of just posting little updates, go in there, use the pulse aspect of it to upload blogs, share some content. The more things you can do about, hey, here's an article, or taking your spin on things. Like I just wrote an article, 10 easy steps for contacting banks, which has done really well. You could share your blog if you wrote it somewhere else. Hey, why my 10 markets I like to buy notes in, or what's the 10 most effective exit strategies that we use. Using things is important. Using things and sharing things on there is not only going to help build your credibility, it's going to attract people to you organically as well. All right. So make sure you update your things with keywords in your profile instead of being some witty thing. I'm a happy property expert. That's not searchable. Make it very resume-like on your profile, but give some keywords. Real estate investor, IRA investor. You know, you can even search for IRA investors, although it popped up a lot of people named IRA. IRA. Bumps, exactly. But you could, I've looked on there for custodians, people that work for hedge funds, people that work with the keyword special assets, secondary market. I know I discussed that already. But LinkedIn can be very effective because, guys, as I said, if you're dealing with people that make more money, what's going to happen with that? These are more educated people. These are people going to be less complaining, less whining like they are on Facebook. People that don't have the time to comment on every negative or every positive or everything that is political out there. All right? Don't know about you guys, but I get sick and tired of seeing all the crap that people post on there. Now, don't get me wrong, on Facebook, there's a lot of great stuff people post on their groups and things that we use as well as effective marketing tools, but LinkedIn also has some great features on that too, the groups. And there's a couple real estate investment groups that have 200,000 or 180,000 people. You go in there, that's a lot of investors. And what do you know about investors, everybody? Well, everybody's a buyer, everybody's a seller, and everybody's a funding source. And if you're in the note market space as a note investor, that's the sexy side of real estate, everybody. It's the sexy side of real estate. Whoa, it's so good. Yes, let me do that again. Oh, I want to be a note investor. It is the sexy side of real estate. Yes, I know. You didn't think I was going to remember. They were doing that in here yesterday afternoon. So I had to back. Make sure you're awake this Thursday. Oh. Yes, we like to have fun, but it's... don't get me wrong. One thing about LinkedIn, too, is you have to keep it a little professional. Now, if you have a witty post or something like that that's kind of business-inspired, it's okay to add a little humor to it. But let's keep the boob shots, the cleavage shots, the scantily clad women, the six-pack ab crap that haunts Facebook a lot of times with profiles. Keep that off of LinkedIn. It's not professional. If anything, you get more of a backlash than anything else on there because people are looking to connect with other professionals. So it's a whole different echelon of things. So if you're looking to raise more capital, looking to get outside of the whiny bitchiness that sometimes people are with negative people, spend more time on LinkedIn, connecting with people, and using that as an effective tool, not only to raise capital, but grow your database. Because one of the biggest things I've taught in the past, and I still believe in this, is to effectively raise private capital, you've got to build your database and communicate regularly with them. And for every person in your database is worth an average of $1,000 or greater in private money. Now, yes, one person maybe have 10 and 9 of the people will have zilch right now. Okay? But as you grow your database, you'll have a much higher use and higher open rates because if you're using professionals. Or if you do it on a regular basis, you'll start having people notice what you're doing and start contacting you out of the blue to connect with you. Hey, what are you doing? I'd like to connect with you. Or, hey, I'd like to invest some money and see what you're doing to make things happen. So, we have any questions or comments pop up? People laughing at me going, oh, that would be some good stuff. Oh,
nothing? Okay.
Nothing.
Laura Bonk says, Rico Suave of notes.
Jason's sister says he's rolling.
He's laughing at the
oh, Jason Cisneros, you bald head, you sexy beast. Oh, I'll see you in May at Aaron Young's event in San Diego. Oh, maybe I'll have to be a master of ceremonies. Oh, That's it? Nobody's got any comments? I have a great content, and then people only comment when I go silly and goofy.
Yeah.
You created a monster.
Yeah, I am. This monster has been around forever. So one of the great things, too, everybody, is when you export your connections with LinkedIn, you get first name, last name, email address, company name, and then also their job title. And so I'm a big proponent of taking everybody you connect with and put them in one database as your LinkedIn connections. And this is one thing you want to definitely do is, hey, we're connected on LinkedIn. Just wanted to touch base with you. I see you're a real estate investor. I'm also a real estate investor. I'm just trying to expand my database to, close more deals, find more deals, and go from there. Well, what avenue are you investing in? Very simple. What will also be good if you use an email service like MailChimp or Infusionsoft, and if you've emailed out a couple times, even though you don't have the address of the LinkedIn professionals, it will often give you, if people are opening, it'll often give you their region. So then you know if they're in Massachusetts or Connecticut or North Carolina or California. So after a while, you can literally send an email out through the people on LinkedIn that are in California. Hey, I've got a California deal. Or hey, I'm going to be out in San Diego going to this real estate investment club. Would you like to meet up? That's really cool things that you can do that take it to one extra step. Oh, it is bellissimo. Rico Suave marketing. Any questions, comments that people love?
That's it.
That's it? Wow.
Yeah.
I'm kind of disappointed.
A lot of people are just stunned at your LinkedIn strategies that they're not.
They're so stranded. They're speechless. Whoa. Yes. So, tonight is our live stream from the Prosperity Real Estate Group in Houston, Texas. I'm really excited to be there. Visit with my buddy AC Ramos and head on up there and visit with everybody. Catch up with our Houstonians. We have a live stream. We'll be doing that at 7 o'clock if you want to catch up. Now, I'm doing a whole different presentation this time that I've done in a while. And I'm really excited about this. I actually was working on it last night and we'll put the finishing touches on it today. The 10 biggest mistakes that real estate investors make. Now, non-effective marketing is one of those. What are the other 9? Well, if you want to find out, you'll have to join us at 7 o'clock. So we'll make sure and put the sign-up link there for you to opt in to get that. We'll send an email out with all those, with all that information for you to be able to join us at 6 o'clock Central. If you haven't already got an email like we sent out yesterday, really excited about this. Good group. AC does a great job teaching people. Got a great coaching program and just a really good networking event as well. So looking forward to that tonight. And then tomorrow morning, we won't have a Note Closer show, but I will be on Jason Bible's live stream on his Right Path Real Estate Radio Show. Once again, it's Business 1110 AM KTEK, I believe is right.
Yes. In
Houston. So you can join me there. We'll be talking some real estate and some other stuff. So excited to be on with Jason Bible at HoustonHouseBuyers.com. And then I'll be swinging by Quest IRA in Houston for just a pop in and say hello tomorrow morning.
Clarify again if it's 6 or 7. Which one is it?
But what?
The live stream.
The live stream will start at 7. There'll be another email that goes out at 6 with a reminder. A 1 hour reminder for everybody. And then tomorrow, if you click on the things, what we'll be doing is just sharing our, I'll just be pulling up Jason's live stream and sharing that to my page as well. So you'll be able to see what's going on and comment and ask questions regarding what Jason and I are talking about tomorrow morning. So any other questions, comments, anybody else working on? Is based on who's watching, what is your, if you want to post your LinkedIn profile to connect with other people that are watching this, that would be something effective to do. That's one of the things that we have our students do during our Note Buying for Dummies, is to go into the base camp that we use and actually post their LinkedIn profile. So here's an opportunity for you to do a little self-promotion, gratuitous self-promotion. Share your LinkedIn profile and what are you focused on. Hi, my name is Paula. I'm out of Pflugerville, Texas. Here's my LinkedIn profile, and I'm an active note investor in my part-time. I'm Cody Cox. I'm a mortgage professional in Oregon. Here's my LinkedIn profile, and I'm also a very avid note investor. So some of the simple things you could do is that. George Crocker, we know George is out there.
Oh, yeah.
As he likes to say, I'm a chief Presbyterian minister who's an also avid rookie note investor as well. Here's my LinkedIn profile. If you don't have a LinkedIn profile, guys, go out and get it. It's easy. It's cheap. You don't need the paid version. The free version of LinkedIn works effectively for what you guys are needing right now. And you can go from there. Any other questions, comments before we wrap it up for the day?
Nope. Laura actually put her LinkedIn profile in comments.
Laura who?
Blanc.
Blanc. Oh, hey, Laura Blanc. Awesome. Great. Good stuff.
That's about it.
All right, guys. Well, share yourself. Have fun. Enjoy your Thursday. Go make something happen, because you are the only one that controls where you're at. Whether you like it or not, you are where you're at today because of the decisions you make on a daily, weekly, sometimes hourly basis. So go make something. You can do it. I say you can. We'll see you tomorrow.